This game has an Odyssey feature. Do not disconnect the power or close the game while the save icon is visible at the bottom right side of the screen. I feel like disconnect the power is a fucking handheld era nomenclature, but let's just continue. Oh no, Unreal Engine. Alright. The game may crash in any given... Oh, wait a minute. Arc System works. The game might not crash. Donutal. Or Donutal. If you want to be a shit. Which I generally do. Okay, thank you for letting me do that. The art of audio mixing is gone. Okay. Cold. Where am I? I must be inside a cold sleep machine. My name is... It's like my name is lost in a haze. That's right, my name is Cryptid. Or is it? How can I be sure? I'm sure. What the hell is that? Hmm? It's working. They're thawing out. Hey, Android. Your human's waking up. This model's more than a century old. Boy, do my knees feel it. So that's special service fee. Plus the fee for a rush job. I'll list them all on the invoice, yeah? Well, elevator's almost here, so I'd better get going. What in the world? Was that some kind of mascot character? This is a message from the International Spaceport Oversight Team. Inspections will begin at 9 a.m. today. Chief Inspector, please report to the assigned booth immediately. Is it time already? We better hurry. Allow me to open the cold sleep capsule. Please move your hands away from the door. Initiating thawing protocol. System status all green. Vital signs of cryptid indicate distress. Distress levels within acceptable parameters. Reinitiating thawing protocols. Thawing complete. Unlocking hatch. This reminds me of last month was a fantasy sci-fi focus class. We read a short story about basically, like, imagine a long-distance space travel ship, like the entire crew's in cryostasis. It's being run by your, like, HAL 9000 AI. And everything's fine except for the fact that about a year out, one of the crew is conscious inside of their cryo chamber, which the AI notices and is, like, able to psionically connect to him, and he's like, hey, so, you shouldn't be conscious, and we literally don't have any air on ship right now, so I can't let you out. So he, like, induces, like, a hallucination of reliving years of his own memories, because the flight plan is going to take 10 years. So he has to keep his mind engaged to not have him go insane. So distress parameters, acceptable. Oh, thank goodness, you're nice and unfrozen. Well then, shall we head to the inspection chamber? Pardon my discourtesy. You must be wondering who I am. My name is Dolphin, and I am an android. Ironic. I will be assisting your work here, Cryptid. I would love to take the time to explain everything to you, but we must proceed with the inspections shortly. Please see your preparations. In the meantime, I will consult the manual, so I may better support you. Starting inspections now is hardly optimal. Cryptid, I imagine you must be thinking, this android doesn't seem very reliable. My OS has been trained on modern human thought patterns, which is why it's not reliable even a little bit. I theorize it was done to make me more relatable to humans. Humans today are quite sensitive. An android that acts like a close friend was likely deemed preferable to a cold, calculating machine. Well, enough of that. I must ensure you are properly informed. Firstly, you are Chief Xeno Inspector. You as Chief Xeno Inspector will be accountable for all final rulings. Since today is the first day of the inspections, I doubt we will encounter any Xenos who prove to be too problematic. Allow me to explain the rest as you conduct your first inspection. Tutorial protocol activated. Number 1. Inspection. Within this room, you will be conducting inspections of inbound Xenos. A system of passports and visas between planets does not yet exist, so inspections will rely on observations and interviews. Xeno immigration is somewhat different from that on Earth, in that it happens ever. There are no passports, and you can call in 2 Xenos at a time for questioning. As the person who designated the system said, an open dialogue is the key to understanding. Number 2, inspection process. Xenos will stay in the waiting room until you are ready. Transfer them into the inspection room to begin. Transfer Xenos in, inspect them, gather any information you need, then admit or deny their entry. After that, your day's work is done. The buttons in front of you will change to fit the transfer, inspection, and final decision sequences. Assignment sequence is for transfers, dock sequence is for inspections, and rating sequence is for approving or denying entry. Once you proceed on to the rating sequence, inspections will no longer be possible. Inspections will begin during the assignment sequence. First, we need to decide which Xenos to transfer in. Sure, I'll take this Final Fantasy boss. Why not? Name shows you the subject's name. Species will tell you what type of Xeno they are. Sex shows the subject's sex in comparison to humans. Xenos exhibit far greater variety in this regard. Diet shows what the Xeno eats. Traits show the special abilities and characteristics inherent to that type of Xeno. Purpose will show you what the applicant has submitted as their reason for wanting to visit Earth. We should take a look at the other Xenos too. Purpose of business, diet, bugs. Trait, their cold sleep tech is the best in the galaxy. Gynandrous. Purpose, transit, diet, carbon dioxide, extremely sincere, capable of living. Can we just have them live there and eat all the extra carbon dioxide? That'd be great. We have too much of that. Now, keeping this information in mind, we can begin transferring Xenos into the inspection chamber. Martians are unable to lie, so they might reveal useful hints during an inspection. Number 3. How do you determine that an entire species is unable to lie? This is the crossroads riddle. One of us can only lie and one of us can only tell the truth. How do you know that the person who can only tell the truth isn't lying? The space in which we inspect the applicants is called the contact dock. It divides into Area 1 and Area 2. To transfer a subject, select them and then drop them into either Area 1 or Area 2. As a side note, there are no significant differences between the two areas. Now, select the Magnoid as the next subject and assign them to an area. Of course, you may also begin the inspection after transferring only one Xeno. However, it's worth remembering that the manual states pairing Xenos together may reveal more information. Eats iron. That is just a Final Fantasy, like, secret boss. You have now assigned the Xenos. Press the orange button and they will be transferred in. On the next screen, select Transfer to complete the process. Transfer. Number 4. Post-transfer dialogue. After being transferred, the Xenos may start communicating with each other. Pay close attention to what they say. O plant of chaos, I sense thy magnetic waves. What? I didn't get any of that. Ignorant Cretan, can you not see why this planet deserves the calamity that will befall it? The Martian AW5 is something in their luggage, but they claim not to know what it is. The inability to lie is said to be a trait of Martians. You see, traits are recorded based on biological and physiological data. Therefore, they are objective and absolute. Alright, I guess. In this case, since we know for certain that Martians are incapable of lying, it may be more pertinent to focus instead on why they would claim to not know. 5 dock sequence. Once the Xenos are transferred to the contact dock, we will proceed into the dock sequence where we can interrogate and scan them. During the interrogation, you can ask the Xenos various topics. There are a number of different topics. Some topics can only be asked about once. Others involve choices during inspection. Some stay locked until certain criteria are met. There are general topics that apply to everyone. Yeah, I think this is still slightly too loud. Let me, sorry, y'all. There we go. There are general topics that apply to everyone, but there are also specific topics for particular Xenos. AW5 has a locked topic at the moment, which means we cannot yet ask them about the topic. But by scanning them, and also asking about certain other topics, we should be able to unlock it. The more difficult it is to get a Xeno to talk about a topic, the more important that information might be. First, let's question AW5 about the purpose of their visit. State the purpose of your visit, and your period of stay. I'm only passing through. I'll be here less than a day. Transit. That matches the documents that they submitted before the inspection. Maybe the Magnoid, Aonike, has an opinion on AW5. Select fellow applicant. What do you think about the other applicant there? The stench of a plant, most potent wafts from the Martian one. Extremely hallucinogenic, immensely hazardous. It is advisable to destroy the substance immediately. That luggage is definitely suspicious. For topics like fellow applicant, responses will change depending on who the Xeno is partnered with. Number 6, scan. Perhaps a scan might enlighten us as to the content of AW5's luggage. Once a scan is initiated, all subjects within the contact dock will be scanned. Why don't we do this first? The scan results will then be displayed immediately. Probable density carbon dioxide capsule. Dried leaf of unknown origin possesses strong hallucinogenic properties. Magnetic composition, magnetic property online with the physics of laws of Earth. Result, unknown high energy readings, enough potential power to destroy an Earth-sized planet. Says the guy talking about calamity. The scan results will then be displayed immediately. We can ask AW5 about their luggage. Question them about it. I hope there's not like a fucking energy meter or something that determines how many questions I can ask. We have detected illegal plant matter in your luggage. Do you have an explanation? I'd never carry anything like that with me. That kind of stuff is illegal on Mars too, you know. So you say, but it's been detected in your luggage. I told you, I have no clue what you're talking about. It seems they are adamant about not knowing. However, what they are carrying could pose a threat to Earth's populace if allowed in. Then it comes time to make a decision. I believe it should be safe to deny a W5's application. Number 7, memos. You may use the memo function to keep track of any suspicion you might have. To leave a memo, select a stamp. Then use it on the relevant Xenos profile. There's also an inspection log. Use this to keep track of all the information gathered on the subject. Now, let us return to the inspection. Number 8, advancing an inspection. Since you have scanned the subjects, a topic for Aonike has been unlocked. Try inquiring about this topic. High energy readings. We detected high energy readings from you. Do you have any idea what the reason for that is? We Magnoids possess unrivaled powers, far beyond the beings of this planet. Interesting. We've exhausted the advice found in the manual. Going forward, it will be your responsibility to gather information and make a decision. Please rest assured, I will be here to support you. For the time being, let's prioritize gathering more information. Might I suggest calling on Popel, the Anxious Koro? Click the orange button to return the assignment sequence. Okay. So it's not like a once you interview them you have to make a decision thing. Howdy, I'm Anxious Koro of Mira Success. Hey, Magnoid, might I interest you in one of our cold sleep modules? Our meeting here like this, it must be fate. I come to Earth to stage a once-in-a-decade spectacle. Not for the purchasing of trinkets have I come. They appear more concerned with the sales pitch than the inspection. No matter, collect your thoughts and ask his reason for coming to Earth. State the purpose of your visit. I am Anxious Koro of Mira Success. I've come to this planet to offer you humans of high quality cold sleep machines, made right on Mira. You know, I bet the ISP would benefit from some of our products. Could I maybe give you a pamphlet? That was quite the passionate sales pitch, but he never mentioned how long he plans to stay. He neglected to disclose the duration of his stay. Perhaps we should try pressing him. Period of stay. Period of stay, please. Oh, you mean how long can you stay in the cold sleep machines? No, I mean, it's perfect for long-term space travel. Missions to unknown planets, our device does it all. Just one moment. Reminds me, and I don't regularly recall Rick and Morty intentionally, but it reminds me of that race of aliens that it's just like, hey, would you like to design my app? And there's more. You can back up your genetic data. You can even use it like a time capsule. Ever wanted to send a message to your future self? The possibilities are endless. That reminds me, let me explain the technology behind our cold sleep devices. First of all, stop. How long will you be on Earth? Oh, sorry, about 1 week. When faced with a choice, it is up to you to pick which other option you think is best. Time and durability. Above you can see the remaining inspection time. Yeah, I thought so. Okay, so we do have a limited number of questions. And you can see the durability of the reinforced glass. Shit. Time will progress each time you transfer a question or scan a subject. Once you are out of time, you will be unable to perform any further actions and will be forced to make a decision. Which means you may not be able to pursue every line of inquiry during an inspection. Also, about the durability of the glass, the system keeps track of it because some of the Xenos you inspect could be dangerous. I doubt you will have to worry about it, though, so please pay it in mind. Number 10, rating sequence. It is now time to make a decision based on the inspection results. As I mentioned before, once you proceed to the rating sequence, further inspection will not be possible. I trust you will make the most appropriate decision. Am I not allowed? No, I can't follow up with the guy who's going to blow up the Earth. Purpose ritual. Rating sequence. Can I deny everyone? I think I might deny everyone. By the way, you can proceed to the rating sequence from either the assignment sequence or the doc sequence. Based on our findings during the inspection, you'll be able to determine whether Xenos should be allowed to enter the Earth, or be denied if they pose a threat to the planet. The responsibility for the final judgment is in your hands. Let us start with the Magnoid Ionike. We found no cause for serious suspicion. I believe we can approve them for entry. No! Xenos who have been cleared for entry will use Zenith's space elevator to descend to Earth. Select Ionike's panel and release it over the approval area. What if I don't? What if no? Alright, bye Earth. Next up is Popal, the Aegis Koro. They seem to have an honest business, so it should be fine to approve their entry. Selling technology that will result in, like, horrendous nightmares. Cloning sequence, long-term sleep shenanigans. Lastly, we have AW5, who just is carrying, he's just running drugs. They're in possession of dangerous plant matter, so you must absolutely deny them. When a Xeno is denied entry, they will be forced to return to their own planet as soon as possible. Select AW5's panel and release it over the denial area. I mean, he obviously didn't pack his own bag, so that's a denial, like, just right off the bat. I am positive we have made the right choices. You are incorrect. Once everyone's fates have been decided, the final inspection can be finalized. The inspection is over once the final results are submitted. Press the button. To Bubble Koro, show entry permit. Magnoid Ionike, show entry permit. Martian AW5, show entry rejection. Are we going to see the Earth blow up in the background? Because, good work, Inspector. Your work for today is finished. You seem fatigued. Allow me to escort you to the diner. I love how common it is for, like, 50s diner aesthetics to make it to space. You know? Rest assured, your meals aboard the station are provided for your charge. Is there anything you would wish to ask about, Cryptid? Earth's current state. Earth has been beset by a number of issues. Challenges left unresolved during the 21st century have gradually morphed into potentially catastrophic crises. This is why many people on Earth are optimistic about welcoming alien visitors. Because these aliens may possess the skills and technologies far beyond our own, which would be invaluable for resolving Earth's dire problems. Cough, cough, social commentary. You may view the news while aboard the ISP, which includes the latest updates on the state of Earth. Our space elevator, called Zenith, can also take you down to Earth. However, if you are suspected of a crime, carry a communicable disease, or your name is blacklisted, you will not be permitted aboard the elevator. Shall I verify your eligibility to ride the elevator? Am I a criminal? Am I a space criminal? Subject blacklisted. I'm sorry, is there a log? I owe 10 million yen. Inclusion in blacklist precludes use of Zenith. You should be able to pay back your debt if you work through here, though. My memory is gone. The cold sleep machine you are in was constructed with technology from over a century ago. This could be the cause of your memory loss. You may be able to find more answers on Earth if you are able to return. Is there anything you wish to ask about? Why am I the inspector? Your cold sleep machine was listed in the Extraterrestrial Visitation and Response Emergency Manual. That's grim. So you seem the logical choice. That's it. Well, accessing database recorded. Error, access denied, insufficient access authority. I apologize, but I lack the authority to access your database files. Any further inquiries are beyond my capacity to answer. Is there anything you wish to ask? What up with the aliens, dude? The first aliens to visit Earth were the very same kind who woke you up, Cryptid. They are called Popals. Apparently, they came to sell cold sleep machines to Earth. We initially had little choice but to accommodate them aboard the ISS. After all, most believed aliens were nothing more than a conspiracy theory at the time. Then, the Pictors arrived, bringing with them their state-of-the-art technologies. At that point, the presence of aliens could no longer be ignored. Earth was compelled to devise a means of establishing diplomatic relations. And as it happens, today marks the first day that Earth was officially opening its borders to other planets and beginning to conduct alien entry inspections. I believe it took us 100 years of knowing aliens were real. I believe I've addressed everything. Is there anything you wish to ask? What up? Where are we? This is the International Spaceport, also known as the ISP. We definitely don't harbor any kind of say over the degree and grading of your communications. Being an ISP, we began receiving visitors from other planets, aliens. Its role evolved from station to port, hence the renaming. The ISP is approximately 40,000 kilometers above sea level, orbiting Earth. To put it simply, we are in space. Emergency. The Earth port on the planet's surface has been attacked. Evacuating to escape pods immediately. Escape pods are reserved for the official employees, authorized androids, and Earth citizens of high value. Update. The Earth port was attacked by a Magnoid who arrived on Earth today. I am shocked, truly. All Magnoids aboard the ISP must submit to arrest by security personnel. The Magnoid that entered the Earth today was the one you inspected. Yeah, no, totally. Definitely got to make that decision myself, for sure. Earth was destroyed by a Magnoid that I approved for entry. Uh-oh. The ISP was caught in the explosion that destroyed Earth. Why? How? It's impossible to know. Exam report number 1, first failure, status invalid. I'm awake. It's working. They're thawing out. Hey, Android. Your human's waking up. This model's more than a century old, so that's a special service fee. Plus a fee for the rush job. I'll list them all in the invoice, yeah? Well, elevator's almost here. I better get going. So we're either in a time loop situation, or that is just failure key. Resuscitation confirmed. Oh, hey, look, the Earth's not destroyed. Isn't that something? This story is a work of fiction. Any characters, locations, groups, traditions, planet, and alien life forms depicted are products of the creator's imaginations, any resemblance, yada yada. Arc System Works presents. Donutal. Donut. Is there more to the demo? You look a tad befuddled, but no major issues it seems. Looks like the revival simulation was a success. Now, allow me to show you... Oh, was that a simulation? You'll start work today. I'll provide support as best I can to keep things running smoothly. Okay, it was, hey, here's what happens if you can fuck up. The Earth will literally be destroyed the first time you make a bad decision. I think it's really funny how your immediate fucking changes. Gotta love how Tokyo is now Neo Tokyo, but New York is Old New York. Even Old New York was once New Amsterdam. Lombon, Rona, Frankfurt, Kakarot, and Siadne. Inspector faces pressures. Earth opens itself to Xenos. We need a human, additional scrutiny by a human inspector. Alright. Collapse alarm. The global future is our legacy. Time until collapse, 30 minutes. I hope that's not minutes, I hope that's months. Only 10 retweets on the... on the total collapse timer. Interesting. Okay. Oh wait, the news. My apologies, it nearly slipped my mind. During the previous training protocol, the news program was not yet functional, so allow me to explain. Be sure to check the news before beginning your work for the day. It will help you stay informed about current events on Earth. It may even give you some insight about what to be most vigilant for about during the day's inspection. Good thing I actually read that, except I didn't. Depending on the content, an in-depth article might be available. Click on the article that piques your interest. You can do so by clicking the button. During today's thawing process, you experienced a tutorial program, so you should have a grasp on the basics. Since it was a simulation, I was able to provide a considerable amount of advice. From this point on, you, Cryptid, will be leading the inspections. Regardless, I'm still able to offer a refresher on the transfer process, if nothing else. Yeah, that training program made it so that I don't trust you. First, get the octonylene ready for transfer. Let's see. Male... Vacation, diet shellfish, traits one live above water cities. 2 rival of the tacos. Next, select the unknown subject and transfer them. Hello? Now that we have selected a pair, begin the transfer. Can I? Damn it. We're still tutorializing. Transfer complete. Yeah, ouchie. The octonylene is being attacked. The reinforced glass is taking damage as well. Continuing inspection with unknown presence could prove deadly. Initiating emergency protocol tutorial. We need to vent them into space. Does that... Are they good? Select the unknown. Ventilate subject unknown into outer space. Warning only for emergency use. This action cannot be undone. That's life. That's life. That's life. We managed to ventilate them in time. If a violent Xeno is transferred into the inspection, they could pose mortal danger to the other applicant, or even to us. Emergency protocol tutorial over. Thank goodness we all survived. That was an unforeseen incident aside. I believe that you are now fully acquainted with all the necessary details regarding inspections. That will be all from me. I wish you best in the luck of your future duties, Inspector. Once the inspection is finalized, you can take a moment to unwind in the diner. Gourmet tour is gentle by nature. We're gonna begin inspection. Transfer complete. The inspection will begin now. State your name and species. Ukyu. Name's Newline. I'm an Octo. Name's Fa. I'm a Yeti. White thing, Milky. Yo, you look off the hook. The fishing hook even. Don't care, Milky. Not matter now. So, Octo Girl, are Earthlings as delicious as I hear? I'm gonna eat some later today. Milky, no, not good. Don't put Ukyu in mouth. State the purpose of your visit and period of your stay. Ukyu. Looks fun. Want to visit. Only today, then go home. State the purpose of your visit and period of stay. Sightseeing and stuff. I hear Earth has all kinds of delicious food, including humans, so I came to try it out. Usually us Yetis eat ice right off our planet's surface. Once in a while there's plants or an animal frozen inside, but it's so boring. This galaxy's huge. I want to try food from all over, starting with Earth. If what they're saying is true, the Yeti, Fa, poses a great danger. Yo, dude, why you want to eat people? Are you saying you want to eat humans? If this is true, you pose a threat to human life, and I may have to deny your entry. I mean what I said. Boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew. Eat, you know? Fucking among all possible references to be made. Heard there's a restaurant serving humans to aliens. Saw an ad for it on my phone. Even made a reservation already. I paid in advance. Who's gonna compensate me if I get denied entry? No. Have a fellow applicant. What do you think about the other applicant there? Phew, too bad. Do not mean to, but do bad. The hell does that mean, Squidface? He wants to eat Wookiee. Please disclose all relevant personal information, such as any organizations you're affiliated with. He's super smart. So smart, me can't talk good. What does your diet consist of? I like shellfish. Home planet. Tell me about your home planet. Where I got born, right? One's above sea looks down on one's below. Didn't like it, so run away from Kyun. Whoa, cute. Luminaria's culture seems complex. Alright, so we're like good on time. I can tell him no. If that's your purpose, you leave me no choice but to deny you entry. What? Is humans wrong? Don't you guys keep animals like they're part of your family? But also eat animal meat? How's that any different? It's not like I'm killing anyone. I'm buying a product. I'm a paying customer, not one hunting them. We have a fair amount of time. Scam. Elevated brainwave activity, indicative of extremely high intelligence. The subject's vocal functions significantly slower than its language processing ability. Hypersensitive organ. Organ is not only used to consume food, but also gather information from its surroundings. Capability of punching with the force of approximately 2,000 kilograms. That's crazy. Required information. Please disclose relevant personal information such as any organizations you're affiliated with. Those modern Yetis are pacifists. We don't fight wars. I heard we had wars in the past, though. Even if my life is threatened, I refuse to strike back. What's up with your diet, dude? Ice. Tell me more about your home planet. Earth is too damn hot compared to Mercury. So the Yetis are from Mercury. Isn't Mercury, like, insanely hot compared to Earth? I don't know. That doesn't track. Current affairs. Earth is open relations with other planets. What are your opinions on the topic? Real great. UQ. I travel for fun, UQ. Yeah, what she said. I can go to other planets, eat all sorts of tasty things. Mercury's got nothing but ice to eat, so I'm sick of it. New ways of thinking, lots of spread over galaxy. I mean, I have time to ask him about his fellow applicant. I'm gonna have to deny him entry, though. No idea what they're battling about. UQ this, UQ that. So I've asked literally every question I can. Make a decision. I don't care that he is buying it from a place. He wants to eat people. Bad idea. To Octoline, show entry permit. To Yetifa. Show rejection, entry rejection. Unknown ventilated. Once inspections have ended, you may relax in the diner. Oh, there's a follow-up here. Cool. When you wish to leave, enter the door. UQ, Inspector UQ. You finished? You finished the thing where you get money for selling your time? Hope you had a good day. You let Dot go through, Inspector UQ, good fella. Can't wait for trip. Up, down? Do I go left? No, right. More over there? Learning a bunch already. Octo's telling all her friends. And, a human? Or a humanoid alien? Sign above the window. The inside of the diner is lit by hanging lamps. Can't read. Who's this for? Window, glass is thick. Condiments are on the table. Okay. So I like that the game has established that cryptids are just aliens. That's one of my favorite fucking bits. Opinions split on Xeno influence. Octos spark cuteness overload. Possible anime coming? Victor's all in on solving Earth problems. Hope for climate. Groups of interest. Grand archive sites on Earth. Gaps in understanding. Interspecies language barriers. Many experts have possessed a positive stance toward integrating Xenos, emphasizing the need for assistance and stating, currently the problems faced by Earth are exceeding the limits of what we can resolve on our own. However, others have expressed concerns over the difficulties that could arise during integration stemming from differences in culture, doubts where our legal framework can adapt to account for Xenos. Okay, so collapse alarm. We have taken 2 minutes away. Now the Earth is 32 minutes from death. The Donutals future is our history. Human leaders of trafficking ring arrested. Several human leaders of human trafficking sought in connection to a recent rash of abductions have been arrested. Local police used comments gathered from social networking sites to aid their investigation, leading to arrests. The syndicate is suspected of engaging in human trafficking for the purpose of selling people to Xenos as some sort of processed snack. Police say that interrogating the arrested leaders will bring them one step closer to exposing the entire black market of human flesh. The comment that led to this arrest of the suspect was posted by a Yeti named Fa, who had recently been denied entry to Earth. When questioned, Fa stated, "I got excited thinking I could munch on delicious humans and get turned back, I already paid to reserve the meal, so I got pissed and posted about them." So positive that we denied the human eating Yeti. Rights groups object to first ventilation, subject missing. A Xeno led to the first ever case of ventilation. As a result, one Xeno is currently missing. Ventilation refers to a process whereby a Xeno can be shot into space during an inspection. Pro-Xeno groups are outraged, declaring that act of gross violation of Xeno rights. The joint development body that runs the ISP states the action was taken in order to protect the life of the inspector and other potential Xeno entrants. Alright. Looking forward to the Octo Cuteness Overload anime. These are dragons. MS Shoss. Male sightseeing. Polycadia. Express feelings through their claws. He looks like a mantis shrimp. That's cool. Fundio. Female mission diet artificial blood. Can instinctually sense hostiles. Mongonko. Mission diet bugs. Gathering information through acute sense of smell. Pictor. AVA. Asexual. Aid. Herbivore. Possesses complete knowledge of the universe. Can instinctually sense hostiles. I would like to bring her in to help interrogate this thing. This is an interesting, dichotomy. Transfer complete. The inspection will begin now. State your name and species. Oh, Fundi. We are Ava. We are Pictor. That's Scarf. Grand Archive member. Yes, I'm here to conserve Earth. Conservation. I guess we start with general on both. State the purpose of your visit and the period of stay. I'm here to conserve Earth, all of it. I'll be staying here until whenever we finish the conservation. What do they mean by conserve? What does conserve mean? Conservation. Don't you have this word? Earth will eventually fall to ruin, right? Your sun will die, or Earth's rotation will stop, or an asteroid might hit you, or humans will destroy themselves first. To prevent this, the Grand Archive can remove your planet to an extra-dimensional mirror universe for safekeeping. That way your beautiful yet fragile planet can be conserved forever. What happens when a planet is conserved this way? Say, if Earth were conserved, what happens to the people living on it? An eternity of stasis. I'm not sure how humans would feel about this, but you'll at least exist forever, rather than having to die. This conservation business would likely trigger the collapse alarm or worse. What do you think about the other applicant here? Our organization is very interested in the Pictors, and their tremendous wealth of knowledge. Their race, their achievements, they must be conserved before they are lost. We have no desire to become your playthings on your shelves. Your machinations are well known to us all. We see all. State the purpose of your visit and the period of your stay. We are here to solve Earth's problems. We anticipate mutually beneficial relations with Earth. Earth will be improved through our intervention. You're going to solve our problems? How? We are not obliged to explain such matters to those incapable of comprehension. It falls to us to save humans from their own indolence, cryptid. Fellow applicant. What do you think about the other applicant here? Their self-congratulatory little society is sad, but they do have the means to erase entire planets. You must deny their entry. So I did not expect that to go that way. I thought it was going to be the flip. Please disclose all relevant personal information, such as any organizations you're affiliated with. I am a member of the Grand Archive. We should inquire further about this. Can you tell me more about the Grand Archive? Countless planets end up destroyed in our universe, unable to overcome the laws of gravity. Our mission is to make sure no such planet is ever lost again. An extra-dimensional mirror universe has been prepared by our organization for this very purpose. Everything inside will remain unchanged forever. All life forms will be stuck in a sort of static limbo, but the cost is worth it. If Earth were conserved in this way, the collapse alarm will likely hit zero immediately. Okay, so we're gonna... you're out. You're done, lady. Transfer complete. The inspection will begin now. If you have not done so already, state your name and species. Magog. That Scarf, another Grand Archive member. How about conservation? Okay, so, immediate denial. Conserve. Not big fan on details. Ask my friend. Conserve. Everything. We should ask, oh, the Fundi. They're self-congratulating. Okay, it's the same. I think we don't need to waste time with them. Because we have very little time left. Transfer complete. The inspection will begin now. If you have not done so already, state your name and species. I'm a miss. Hello. We do not care. State the purpose of your visit and period of your stay. You... Please answer the question. See sights alone, half month. Could the movement of their claws mean anything? Your diet. What does your diet consist of? Annelids, polychaetae. Words. Could the movement of their claws mean anything? Can I ask about the movement of their claws? Please disclose relevant information. None. Personal is not a word that applies to us. Individuality is counterproductive to the success of a species. They do not mince words. Tell me about your home planet. We come across vast distances. With your current technology, humans can never reach us. You have no choice but to approve our entry. Our planet is irrelevant. Plants, vegetables, we do not kill to eat. What do you think about the other applicant there? Myths have a unique method of communication and do not seem to realize that others cannot understand them. This is unworthy of our attention. Sense of hearing nearly non-existent, relies primarily on sight, analyze motor capability of limbs, force punch indicates extremely high movement speed. Horns appear to be special organ capable of conducting EM waves, can intercept vast quantities of information through horns, relies on horns to gather information on its surroundings. Subject sense of sight is almost completely non-existent. Okay, so maybe, we're denying her entry, but maybe we can ask the Fundi to, like, translate for us. I'm concerned about the hyper-advanced fucking, alien, the Warframe character. The inspection will begin now. Hello, you are enemy. Enemy? Me? You. I don't get it. They don't seem violent. Whoops, I accidentally asked a question again. Fellow applicant, what do you think? Not much of a conversationalist, a little creepy. They don't seem the bad sort, though. Tell me about your home planet. It's a world of dirt and mud. Our planet is ruled by Dogu. One day, I hope we can conserve our own planet, and the Dogu as well. How about your home planet, dude? Lumen Maria. Could the movement of their claws mean anything? Okay, I wish I could, do more with them. This is the only combination we haven't had on screen, so let's initiate the transfer there. Mad at me? Why? You? Oh, weirdo. What do you think about the other applicant there? Scary. Them and you, Earthling. Okay. I have not been giving a particularly bad, like, hate here. Yeah, what's the worst that can happen? The conservation cult can fuck off. And I'll be real, I don't know about this one. She doesn't have any, or they do not have any immediate threat, but introduction of hyper-advanced technology might end up having us kill ourselves. This guy just wants to go do a thing. Victor Ava, show entry permit. To Mish Us, show entry permit. To Magog Ko, show entry rejection. To Fundi O, show entry rejection. You not get it. To know. Want to improve self. I tell you. What's the worst thing the mantis shrimp can do? Punch someone to death? Probably. I'm gonna be real, I was hoping that the other one would be here. Alright, let's see what catastrophe is drawn by our introduction of the hyper-advanced alien. Numerous reports of Xeno fraud utilizing special abilities. Cases of Xenos using their special abilities to scam humans are on the rise because Xenos use abilities like memory manipulation and inhuman speed to commit these crimes. Humans are often unable to protect themselves. Some humans have managed to avoid these scams once, only to fall prey for another Xeno using different abilities. We've even had reports of Xenos using shape-shifting abilities to assume the form of government officials. Authorities are calling on citizens to remain vigilant against these imposters. Okay, that's not great. Hey, world collapse, -2. World's better. We got a whole 30 minutes, 36 minutes till we're dead. It's great. Kessler syndrome averted. Highly skilled Pictors celebrated. Proliferation of space debris in orbit around Earth has been a long topic of concern, but problem has been solved almost overnight. The Pictors, a race of highly skilled Xenos whose presence on Earth has been increasing lately, developed an advanced cleanup device to remove the debris. Earth's atmosphere is now free and clear, and those hailed the results a miracle of silence. Silence. A miracle of silence would be me going to work tonight and not having to deal with an Emma baby. Anyway. Yeah. And those involved have been hailed the results as a miracle of science. It's rainy in Frankfurt today. Keen Inspector stops Grand Member Archive at Spaceport. Members of the dangerous Grand Archive Group have been stopped at the border while trying to enter Earth. The Joint Space Development Body has praised the inspector for their astute judgment in this case. They went on to state that had the Xeno gained entry, the results could have been catastrophic. Authorities promised to work together with other planetary governments and border control agencies to develop a system that can identify and remove Xenos. They both wear a scarf. It's not that hard. Assessment from other planets? Hey, we're doing alright. Got another Pictor. Interesting. Octoneoline. Sightseeing. UQ. Is that the same? I don't remember. Ada. Introvert Uru. Microorganisms, aquatic beings. Diet shellfish, living in underwater cities. But the Octo and the Taco don't get along, right? I wonder what would happen. Rivals of the Octos. Living underwater cities. Living above water cities. Okay, they're, This might be a bad idea, but I kind of want to see how these two interact. Transfer complete. The inspection will begin now. State your name and species. Q. Name's Neoline. I'm an Octo. Uno. Taco. Ugh, Taco, what are you doing here? Ugh, an Octo. Inspector, this bozo's a troublemaker. Why, you're the one to talk. An argument has started. Could these two dislike each other? What do you think about your fellow applicant? Taco, don't let them into Earth. Planning something, know it. What do you think about your other applicant? Jerk. Bullies, tacos. What do you say? Argument is brewing. Okay, how about we maybe pull the obvious. Alternatively, we can see where it goes. Stirring shit for the fuck of it. State the purpose of your visiting period. Stay. Sightseeing, about 3 days. Home planet. Tell me about your home planet. Dark seas, not good place. Please disclose all relevant information, such as any organizations you're affiliated with. Talking hard. Does your diet consist of shellfish? Home planet? Above sea born and raised. Don't know much about below sea, so your planet has two distinct cultures above and below the sea, correct? Okay, let's, because we don't have much information from them, let's swap them out with them, because they are aquatic beings. Maybe they're a neutral party. Monster Mash? Alien, I mean, yeah, it is Monster Mash. One of the first dudes we dealt with was a Yeti, who were apparently from Mercury. Transfer complete. The inspection will begin now. If you have not done so already, state your name and species. I am Sunika. Igigi is my name, Snee. And you, friend of tacos? Yes, I am, Snee. Also, taco is octopus. It's an octopus-squid divide. Or no, they're both octopus, damn it, because they're octos. And 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, okay. Home planet. Tell me about your home planet. It's really dark underwater, Snee. Please disclose all relevant personal information, such as any organizations you're affiliated with. I can run super fast, Snee. What's your diet? Microorganisms, Snee. We swim around with our mouths wide open and suck them up, Snee. What do you think about your fellow applicant there? They're no good, Snee. Always hating on Unu, Snee. Gigi seems protective of Unu the taco. Let's see what they have to say. We have used half our time deliberating between this octopus fucking rivalry. Let's run through our plan, Snee. Wonder what will happen. Listen. First, I ring the doorbell. The human comes to door. I say, hello, I am Taco. Just arrive on Earth and am lost. And when they're distracted, I sneak in through the back, Snee. Hate to interrupt, but can I begin the inspection? The inspection will begin now. Got carried away, Snee. State your purpose. I'm gonna rob Earthlings by erasing their memories, Snee. Do you believe that's a crime? Wait, I misspoke, Snee. Just a joke, Snee. I am sightseeing for 3 days, 2 nights, maybe a working holiday. Alright, well, I believe we've discovered our most relevant information. Transfer complete. The inspection will begin now. State your name and species. We are Ada. We are Pictor. My name is Introvert Ruru. I am Popel from Mira. Ada, my friend, look at for cold sleep machine? Absolutely not. Introvert Ruru looks disappointed. State the purpose of your visit. We are here to solve Earth's problems. Anticipate mutually beneficial relationships with Earth. Earth will be improved through our intervention. We're not obligated to explain. Is this the same Pictor? Please disclose all relevant personal information, such as organizations you're affiliated with. Personal is not a word that applies to us. They do not mince words. What do you think about our fellow applicant? Popel. They peddle their wares across the universe. Even our planet is not immune to their hawkers. It is unworthy of our attention. What do you think about your current outfit? What do I think about them? What about me? If I don't make my sales quota, I'll be fired. I won't have a job. I don't envy their position. This is beneath our interest. Please disclose all relevant personal information, such as any organizations you're affiliated with. Work for Mira Success Incorporated. You look like you'd love to hear more about my company. What would you like to know? What does Mira Success produce? Well, I'm happy you asked. Our company's pride and joy is our cold sleep machines. He is speaking so fast the translation software cannot keep up. How's the pay? Asking about their salary here is not appropriate. Tell me about your home planet. The surface of Mira is inhospitable, so us Popels live underground. Mira's pride is, of course, our cold sleep machines. They offer long-term stability with little to no cellular decay. Medical and cosmetic enhancement functions? We've got you covered, not to mention... Oh dear, this switched to sales mode. That was a waste of time. What does your diet consist of? Grass, meat, anything? For hydration, energy drinks mostly. That explains the bloodshot eyes. State your... okay, yeah. To be honest, I was told not to return until I made my quota, even though my kids are waiting back home. This isn't the life I wanted. Blue. Ornaments are comprised of material rare and valuable on planet Mira. Caffeine-based concoction, detected with oral cavity. Concoction is popular Mira energy drink. gonna bring in the scam artists and scan the scam artists, if you would. Hey, about today's job. Shush. Alright, sorry, Snee. Ability to subtly influence brainwaves and nervous systems in others. Ability has low precision and chance of success. Motor functions of lower limbs analyzed. Capable of extreme speed, agility. Vocal function significantly lower than its language processing ability. Appendage strength. Group force estimated at 200 kilograms. Alright, salesman is salesman. Oh, I have no time left. Make a decision. Maybe I would have been able to have one. I hate to cater to the people who are, like, the socially, dominant species of a planet more than the people who have to scam for a living, but their intention is to scam for a living. This guy needs to make a sales quota. He's not gonna hurt anybody, I don't think. To Pictor Ada, show entry permit. Popal Introvert Ruru, entry permit. Octoneoline, entry permit. Tako Unu, rejection. Sunika Igiki, rejection. Goodness, that's one thing off my plate. Now that you let me through, I can't even begin to imagine what my boss would do if you hadn't granted me entry. I'm breaking out in a cold sweat just thinking about it. Well, now that that's settled, you've shown interest in our technology. Oh dear, I must have misplaced my printouts right here. No, no, it's a Yeti. It's a Martian. But yeah, a little bit of a monster mash, a little bit of TSA, inspection, you know? It's like Papers, Please, without any of the paperwork. Oh hey, it's my birthday. 100 years from now. Experts warn against addiction to ultra-realistic VR. More and more people are using VR technology to live hyper-realistic second lives. While escapism can be a healthy way to refresh yourself after dealing with the harsh realities of life, those who find it difficult to return, causing disruption in their real lives. Dating sim games have been particularly popular, and experts are sounding alarm bells about potential dangers of addiction. Pictor tracking device brings down major scamming ring. The ringleader and other higher-up members behind an organized group of scammers who have been targeting humans and Xenos with cutting-edge tech have been arrested. Financial damages caused by scams have grown 100-fold over the last 10 years, with large amounts of money stolen money flowing beyond the reach of Earth. At what point does money mean anything if you're taking it off the planet where it doesn't matter. A tracking device developed by the Pictors proved instrumental in the arrests. The law enforcement officials expressed great gratitude with Xeno assistance. This group is only the tip of the iceberg, however. The citizens must remain wary. We have gained another 6 minutes further from the global collapse. Everyone's pretty chill with us. Former boss reveals secret states of state-of-the-art scammers. Xenos' love of Japanese hot springs leads to overcrowding. Xenos drawn to deserts to overworldly waterless vistas. They keep giving us more. Okay, she gets to come in. She gets to come in. I don't care. Romantic wanderers. Studying abroad, their diet is paced. Temperature differentials. Each aerialist is comprised of different elements. Let's interview our traveling letters. Transfer complete. Aya. Oh, a human inspector, an earthling. Earthlings are the original joke inventors. Oh, god of jokes. Please bestow upon us a joke. Show off your skills. I hope you can live up to their expectations. Here goes. How do you speak in emoji? Why did the chicken cross the road? To get to the other side. Well, Earthlings invented jokes, but I guess they don't have all the talent. Yeah, I mean, those pizza places with names like Best Original Pizza usually end up meh. Guess it's the same for jokes. If you ever return home to Earth, it might not be bad to join them in their study tour. Crash and burn. The inspection will begin now. State your name and species. Nebamet Potato. I am a Hydrogear. Kimamet Nioro. I'm a Hydrogear. What do you think about your fellow applicants? We're both the same study tour program. That's right. Wahahaha. Apparently this place is where we'll be studying is pretty famous. Bet we'll end up on the news. What's up with your home planet? Our home isn't a planet. We live aboard a fleet of ships that travel the universe. Please disclose all relevant personal information, such as any organizations you're affiliated with. I want to spread Earth's hilarious jokes across the whole universe. What does your diet consist of? Us Hydrogears consume a specially processed paste. State your purpose of visit and period of stay. Study tour. We're gonna learn stand-up comedy at New York. I'm gonna learn everything I can. State the purpose of your visit. A study tour. Okay, I think these two are alright. Let's bring in the sapient cloud. And the anime waifu. Transfer complete. The inspection will begin now. State your name and species. H2 Oasis. Aerials. I'm Mario. I have no wings. Sorry. Foomp. Sorry. State your purpose and visit the stick. Sorry, I'm here for modeling work. No shit. Think I'll be on Earth for around a week. Exactly what sort of model will you be? Sorry, can you please ask the other applicant to leave? I was told the details of my work are confidential. We should try asking her again. Okay. Interesting. Exactly what sort of model are you going to be? I'm going to be a model for something called VR. I don't have this on my planet, so I'm a little in the dark. But us wingless Sinala don't get many job opportunities. I'm sure I'll be able to give a chance to help others like myself, or so I hope anyway. She appears troubled. What do you mean by help others exactly? Well, you see, back home, we have to obey those who have wings. Our planet, Flotia, you can't go anywhere unless you have wings, so those without wings also have no freedom. We must do as we're told. But at the same time, we owe our lives to the winged ones, but take your time. We suffer. Oftentimes we suffer. I'm sorry I've spoken too much. Please forget what I said. So the Mars sees this job as a chance to help others, Nala. A chance for wingless ones like herself to gain independence. Please disclose all relevant personal information, such as any organizations you're in. I'm wingless, so there's nothing worth knowing about me. Tell me about your home planet. We live in floating islands without wings. You're essentially trapped. I was shocked to see how beautiful Earth is. It's so incredibly blue. Sorry, it's not my place to comment on your planet. What does your diet consist of? We live on whatever the Canalians give us. It varies. I think we're often given meats from various animals, as well as herbs and the like. Okay, well... even if I wasn't, approving of the monster girl, she seems sad. Let her into Earth. Search for a better life. If you've not done so already, state your name and species. Pictor. We are Abba, the Pictor. Fwump. What do you think about the other applicant here? Aerialist. Their unique bodies are composed of gas. This is unworthy of our attention. So we have the general gist of what the Pictors are about, so I guess current affairs questions are probably alright. Earth is facing an issue with VR-induced health problems. What are your opinions on the topic? I'm jealous of those who can enjoy VR. My form prevents me from using it. I have nothing to say about this thing. I kind of want to see what her reaction is, if we ask. Earth is faced with the issue with VR-induced health problems. What are the opinions on this topic? I wouldn't know. I don't really understand any of it either. What do you think about our fellow applicant? They're unlike anything I've seen before. I'm not sure even what to say, sorry. What do you think about our fellow applicant? I don't have much to say, I'm afraid. Home planet. Tell me about your home planet. Earthlings would probably find it terribly inhospitable. Our orbit takes us very close to them, very far away from our sun. Basically, our planet shifts between extreme climates. What does your diet consist of? Our perceptions of diet might differ somewhat. We derive sustenance from temperature differentials. Okay. Please disclose all relevant personal information, such as any organizations you're affiliated with. I don't have anything to report. I can't speak for other aerialists. Our climate is unique, so we're all sorts of unique. Purpose of your stay. I'm only passing through. I'll be on the ISP for a few hours. Kalen without wings, for what reason have you come to Earth? We have someone in a place called Japan that contacted me about possible modeling work. Oh no, they made arrangements for my trip. What do you think about the other applicant? I'm not sure if it's the same one, but I think I might have seen Pictors back on Flotilla. I'm sorry, I should keep to myself. It's the Tsundere. You behind the glass, if you scan this one, do you know what their job entails? We know all through our observations, but you do not have this luxury. You must make judgments based on little else but incomplete data and impossible outcomes. Those ignorant of us will consequences. So you know, the advice is pretty okay. I did not scan either of them. So furry in Japan makes sense. Yeah, you know, I can imagine that someone who discovered the Kimono Mimi alien race is willing to pay for her flight to Earth. Pheromone levels exceed measurable limits. Induces rapid dopamine production in affected subjects. Texture has similar softness to Earth cashmere. Oh no, we might have to reject her from entry because she will be too much. Mimicry organ subjects are underdeveloped. Conclusion subject is incompatible of mimicking other forms. Okay, cool. So no need to worry about that. I have enough time to do exactly one more thing, so I'm gonna try to scan if it lets me. If it lets me. Okay, we cannot exceed our limited time frame. Earth is facing issues with VR-induced health problems. What are your opinions? You guys made this VR tech, but now you're hurting yourselves with it. Woo. That sounds kind of stupid. Wait a second. Is it because of your stupid jokes that we have, or is it because you're stupid that we have all these jokes? So that means we should try to be more stupid. Those two are fun. She'd be too much. She'd literally be too much. Alright, these two are a literal couple of chuckle fucks. This one doesn't seem bad. It can't take the shape of anything. And it's just, it eats different air temperatures, so it's like, it can only help with the climate, I guess. The Pictors, I think we're eventually going to build up to a point where we meet a Pictor that is, like, different. and it's building this trend of just constantly letting them in because they all have the same answers. So we got to keep wary of that. I don't know, man. Do I think if I am a mindless space fucking what is the desk at the airport? Like if I'm an induction specialist, this person legit will return home to a life of like untouchable caste stuff, and she might be a smidge much, so a cult may arise. But net positive? I don't know. I don't know if they're able to capture the way too muchness in the VR. The VR problem might legitimately become worse, but I also feel bad for, like, you should find solace in a place that is more hospitable to your living conditions. It's not just because of the waifuism, I swear. Yeah, we're letting everybody in, fuck it. Oh hey, cook up any more pizza lately? Jokes, I tell you, jokes, like the ones they do in New York. A real good one. A real... Oh, almost got it. This one's gonna land for sure. It's a wingless kale and cat ears. They're fluffy. Must be an octo. I recognize that type of ale. It's one of those... Oh, I remember, it's a popal. Alright, so I'm gonna see how we have lost points chaos then. You know, net positive. Oh, I remember you, Cryptid. How are you feeling? It's the glass back. Is the glass back there wet? Oh, this? I was doing some cleaning. Beep, beep. Do not tamper with station equipment. We have received reports of three-eyed Xeno licking windows. But they were dirty. With stubborn stains, lick them clean. Common sense on my home planet of Mira. There's nothing common about that on Earth. Really? You Earthlings are weird. Do not do this again, Beep. Didn't you go to Earth? I'm about to head back home to Mira, actually. Oh, by the way, how's that memory of yours? Remember anything yet? Nope. That's a shame. I noticed something when I was doing repairs. I was in a rush before, so I didn't say anything, but that machine, as far as I could tell, there were no signs that the person inside had struggled. What I'm saying is, Cryptid, what I'm saying is, Cryptid, you must have entered cold sleep willingly. Also, for a model that's over 100 years out of date, it's extremely advanced. I doubt it was a civilian model. It might have belonged to the government, or could even have been from a research lab. Anyway, it's a little odd. Like if your friend pulled a supercomputer out of their bag instead of a standard laptop. Cryptid, I'm starting to think you weren't an ordinary civilian. Oh, I better get going. If I found out anything else, I'll let you know. So yes, Danny, we're gonna embrace chaos. This could be the cause of your memory loss. You may be able to find more answers. It's impossible to know. Because this is a demo. The blue planet I work to protect. Look at it now. Donutal! The world ended because you let in the anime cat girl. That's just a Cthulhu. Hello? Why wasn't Cthulhu in the demo? Okay, no, but that was fun. That was cute. I didn't realize that Arxis worked on this. Might explain some of the art. But yeah, that was Donutal. That's interesting. I dig the vibe. I really like the system of like cross-examination. Catgirl into the world. Maybe. Or maybe she saved the world. Impossible to tell. That's interesting. I'm gonna maybe keep an eye on that one. Demonstrable. Good art. Interesting system. I like it.